Did it? Was it playing music for y'all?
It sure wasn't.
No
It did not do our opening. I'm sorry. This is where you go, what's going on, everybody?
Hello.
Hold on. Let me go again. Try this one more time. No music whatsoever?
Yeah,
I
it
heard
worked
at the
that
end.
time, and then it kind of cut out. So
What the
last
fuck?
10 seconds play music.
Hey, everybody, episode 44. What just happened? I don't know what has gone on, but that's been like 2 or 3 episodes in a row. We get the intro music, but I can't hear anything, and then y'all can like hear it for half a second, and then it just all dies.
Yeah.
You'd think after 44 episodes we'd be better at this.
Maybe.
Yeah, it's weird. We're regressing.
I really think we are. Anyway, guys, thank y'all for coming to hang out with us. We have a special guest today who's joining us. He might be a paid actor. We don't know. That's up for debate. That's
Some of you may have never seen him before and thought he was fake.
Oh my God.
It was just another one of Patrick's personalities, but it turns out there is an Andre.
Andre, how are you?
What's up? I'm good.
Yeah, good.
I'm excited.
He's bringing that A game energy today, and
This is why we don't let him behind the camera right here. I am excited. That's amazing. Yeah, so we were trying to figure out who we would have for our 4th of July podcast, and we wanted to be somebody special, and JT turned us down, and Chris turned us down, and Molly turned us down. So then we decided Andre would be the perfect first choice for us.
There you go.
And
Patrick
that's why
asked me
we're
like
here.
2 days ago.
It's perfect. It's good. So Andre, I know that you watch every episode, so you know how these things normally go. But
Yes.
we generally start with what's the best and worst of your week?
Let's see. The
I think I
worst-
know what worst is.
Talking to Patrick. Let's see. I mean, feeding day was today, so that's always generally the hardest day of the week.
Yeah.
But it's over, so that's good. But the best could also be that when all the
Right?
good
It's
animals eat
always
and,
nice when you're past that day of the week, though, isn't it? And you're like, okay, everything's set for another week.
Got that
Everything's going to
over.
be able to just
yeah,
enjoy it.
it's a good feeling.
It's
And a lot of the younger males ate good today, so that's always a
Good deal.
thing. Yeah.
it's always
Yeah.
it is humorous to me that normally Chase's best of the week is in fact feed day. And I like that you went with worst of the week right off the bat. It's good. a nice offset there. So, Chase-tifer.
Man, it's been a pretty neutral week. Nothing crazy going on.
Yeah.
I got a ton of great shipping out today because the 4th is, or Thursday, can't ship tomorrow.
Yeah.
And so yeah, it was good shipping wise. Everything's been going well.
Yeah. All
But
right.
nothing bad to report. No
Nothing too
negative of the
crazy?
week.
Yeah, temps are pretty good throughout the country besides like Las
Yeah.
Vegas and Arizona was like crazy hot.
Yeah. I stopped like 3 boxes from Arizona today because I'm like,
Yeah.
no, your high is 92 or
110.
your low is 92. Like that's
Yeah.
not
Right. Yeah, it was toasty in some places. 110. It's cooking some little ones there.
Yeah, what's that Jeff Dunham joke? He's like, it's a dry heat.
But it's a dry heat. Yeah, that's fair. So y'all shipped today. We only shipped on Monday. We weren't as brave as you are, Chase.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you are, but hey, it's the risk I take.
With Justin Snakes.
Yeah. Hey, I'm in charge of making them and shipping them out, so
I guess so are they your
I better
snakes now?
better be pretty confident in what I'm doing.
That's fair. You know what? That's fair. That's a great response, Chase. You took my bullying and turned it into something positive.
That's what happens. It's been enough years. Just
Enough
constant
years.
bullying.
Enough years. It's good. It's good. All right. So what are we going to talk to Andre about? Because I feel like I talk to him too much and you don't talk to him enough. So what do you have, Chase?
That's very true. No one gets to hear his side of Chimera.
Yeah.
And I mean, if I vaguely remember though, this whole relationship between you two kind of started from like a parking lot snake sale.
Yes.
back in the day. How
Behind
long
the
ago was
dumpster.
that? Yeah.
An old barbecue joint with the dumpster and
Yeah.
Oh my
I
God.
feel like a lot of
Hat
people
Sunset
don't know
female.
that the OG origin story here.
I pulled into a parking lot meeting this mildly homeless looking man with a ponytail in
Was it like 2017?
Yeah,
2018, somewhere around there?
2016,
2017, right?
Yeah, something like that. He had a kidnap van. It was good. It wasn't a kidnap van.
Pretty sweet.
It was. I like how Patrick. It was a kidnap van,
car.
Andre. It was pretty sweet.
It was
a good Ratmobile.
Yeah, it's something. Yeah, touche. Yeah, let's see. What was I buying from you? Was it a Het Sunset? I think it was a Het Sunset female. Yeah,
I think so.
Yeah. So, and then we started messaging, and then sending I love you texts, and it just kind of grew from there. It was good.
Yeah, I was in Northern Virginia. He was Richmond, so it's like an hour and a half, 2 hours away. So
yeah,
it's kind of cool to meet somebody that close to you, because usually everybody's farther away or whatnot. So
yeah, I drove 8 hours to meet Justin for the first time.
Yeah,
so.
Yeah.
Was that worth it though?
I guess looking back, I guess that 8-hour drive kind of paid off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's weird. I feel like we do actually have a lot of breeders in our area, but like they're all a mildly inconvenient distance away, right? Like Andre was probably the closest, and you were still a good 2 hours from me at that point.
Yeah.
But the East Coast, I mean, we have a ton of breeders on the East Coast. It kind of surprises me, to be honest, how many are over here.
Yeah, I don't think anyone has it easier than those Florida guys, though. It feels like every other street is a breeder down there.
No comment. It's Florida.
Yeah.
No comment. Are they really? They're just breeding retics and berms, right? That's what I hear in the news.
That's all it is. Yeah, definitely. Only retics and berms.
I love it. Let's see. What are things people need to know about Andre? I'm trying to
talking about myself.
Yeah,
I know. I'm
apparently not.
Andre's like, I have nothing.
That's what you do. You talk about me to people.
I talk about Andre. That's why people think you're paid out.
Who does Patrick not talk about though? See,
everybody and himself. Yeah.
Patrick is the T.
Thanks, guys. Thanks. You know what? That was part of the merger. Was I get to be out in front of everybody and talk, and Andre can talk to just snakes, and it's good.
I talk to snakes.
He talks.
Andre won.
They listen fairly good.
Fairly good. He doesn't talk to snakes as much as I do, though, which is also kind of
he
humor.
doesn't actually talk to them.
What's wrong, Chase? Do you talk to your snakes?
Oh, sure.
Oh my God!
I never talk to them, and I walk in, and Patrick's like packing up a snake and just like talking to it. Literally.
Okay. If talking to, as in like when you're putting a male in who's like locked up once and then has not, like he started and then he won't again. You're like, okay, buddy, you better do this time. I need you. Yeah. Then I've talked to snakes once in a while.
I would do that.
Those
that's
pep
different.
Talks during pairings. Yeah.
Yeah. You better.
Yeah, I've been there. Like.
Okay, so it's just me. It's just me. That's fine. Okay. I'm sorry that I have full-blown conversations with the creatures. Okay.
I think we're also sorry for them too, because that sounds exhausting. That is your therapy. Like, I don't need to talk to anybody. I've got a whole building to talk to. You're just getting it all out. Amelia called me this last night. Can you believe it? Snake just sitting there like, I'm a pet rock.
I'm a pet rock. Hey, Chase, we don't call them pet rocks on this show anymore. We got in trouble.
As you just did that last week.
Yeah, well, I live my life. It is what it is. Yeah, Andre, we got in trouble with Instagram for calling ball pythons pet rocks. Apparently that's mean, and they are not pet rocks. They are in fact living creatures that don't move ever and are pet rocks. So
as you got bit, he got bit yesterday putting a clutch away, and it was pretty funny. Like 2 days ago.
It sounds like you need to train him better. Getting bit, putting the clutch away. Come on, buddy.
She was so mad.
It's funny.
She was irrationally upset with my existence.
Are you still laying a towel down on them too as you take the eggs away?
I like to use paper towels in a little tube to poke them a little bit. It's good. No, I'm not like Steven over at Leviathan who's actually afraid of them. Like, that is amazing. Courtney has to pull the clutches because Steven's afraid of getting bit.
I think we need to make Steven a special snake hook and send it to him for Christmas. We need to decorate it.
What's the handle going to be? Because I know what the answer is.
I'm not going to say what the handle's going to be. because you know what the answer is.
There it is. Good. Good. It's good. Don't worry. We're not getting canceled this episode. That would be ironic, though.
That'd be really sad. The episode that we put on is just the three of us, and that's the one that goes
That's the one
down.
that gets canceled. Yeah, that would check out.
Like have an opportunity to cut parts of it too.
Yeah.
Right.
Just let it go.
Yeah, just like no, we don't edit it. Look, if we didn't get canceled with the Chris Eaton episode, I think we're okay.
For sure.
Yeah, I think we're okay. That's been. I think that those are always our rowdiest for sure.
Yeah, is that kind of the hallmark episode? Like we have that every like quarter to have a Chris Eaton episode, and like, hey, we're still not getting canceled because he said this.
This is how we test it. Yeah. Quick side note. Speaking of Chris Eaton, people that are watching this live, they're here.
Fantastic.
Yep, that's right, guys. So I'll be sending some of these to Chase, and then I will be shipping out some to the people that gave us super chats. And if you bought snakes, you'll also get some. So it's exciting, guys. We made this happen as a team. It was beautiful.
Yeah,
and
I'm pretty stoked about it.
Yeah, Chris liked it. I think we need to make a sticker of Andre next.
Are you going to hand stick figure draw all of us in the end? Like that's what it is.
Oh my god, I can do that.
You can clearly do it.
Are you gonna do like the family photo where we're all holding hands and Chris just has like no leg, but we're all holding hands and standing together?
Put on a bumper sticker.
Yes,
we'll do like my stick figure family got eaten by a T-Rex or whatever, and have like Chris's leg hanging out of the T-Rex's mouth. Yeah, all right, we got this. We got this. We got this. And now that Andre is rocking a mustache, we can draw a mustache on his stick figure as well. So
now people will know.
Yeah, they'll know for sure. Andre, can you wear the mustache to Tinley? Can we make that happen?
If you want.
Yeah.
I shaved before I knew I was going to be on this. Not that it would have changed anything, but
because he's not that kind of guy. Okay.
He was like, I want to make sure I'm looking good with my mustache first. So
I still think Tinley should be like a bad mustache contest, and we see how many people we can get to do it. That sounds fun.
I'm not shaving my beard.
Do it.
I could, but I'm not.
Why? It'll grow back.
Yeah, eventually.
That's right. Yeah.
You know what? Let's get some super chats going. And if we get enough money donated for this, I will do that.
On this episode specifically, I'm assuming.
This episode specifically. Jesus. Yeah. No one wants to see me with just a mustache. I don't think it would go well. You do?
I'm in. Yep. I'm here for it.
You might look less homeless than last time.
It turns out he's like just super GQ and he never knew it the whole time. Just the mustache.
No,
people just start treating him differently, like that Family Guy episode.
Chase, it's not like you where like you showed up with a mustache and everyone's like, oh, yeah, you'd make a good cop. It wasn't quite like that. Andre pulls the mustache off too, though.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah. I think you can pull it off, Andre.
It works.
Does Marisa like the mustache?
Yeah.
A lot or
medium amount?
A medium
more
amount.
Than my beard, I think.
Yeah.
Okay. So does she want you clean shaven or beard or furry?
I don't think she cares.
Oh, okay.
But I think she doesn't hate the mustache. Yeah.
Abby hated the mustache.
Long beard. She doesn't like long beard.
Yeah. So does she prefer? So you used to have a ponytail. For those who don't know, prefers you without the ponytail?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. A little more cleaned up. She definitely likes the mullet. We know that.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Now she doesn't cut my hair anymore, so I can't do the mullet.
Oh, well, I mean, whoever cuts your hair now can still do a mullet. That's
you
okay.
could definitely do my mullet. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'd be all right. I think we should
I
do
don't know
that.
if I could go into a place to ask for a mullet. It'd be
Oh, buddy. I think that's the Tinley look is a mullet and mustache.
And we're all wearing Viper sunglasses.
Hold on.
I have Pit Vipers.
He does have Viper glasses.
Yes.
Yeah. You know what? That might be the Chimera dress code then for October Tinley.
I can't wait to let Molly know.
She can pull off a mullet. Yeah.
I think Molly could pull off the mullet. The facial hair is going to be a bit tougher for her.
She can put a mustache on.
Speaking of Molly, she was very upset that we did not send her a link to this episode.
Oh my gosh, I know. I told her like, oh yeah, I'm going to record with Patrick and Andre. She's like, what do you mean? Like, yeah, they do stuff without you.
She couldn't believe it. She was
really just glued herself to you guys. Enjoy that.
Well, I've heard that's what patents do, and if I'm looking at track records, it seems pretty accurate. So.
Yeah, Justin's actually tried to get rid of me, and I just keep showing back up.
That's clear.
Like I don't speak English.
Y'all are like little ducklings. You just, imprint onto your first owner. It's good.
That's what it is.
It's good. It's good. So, you know what? I'll take it. She's been fantastic.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
Yeah, you just find a good snake room, and you're just like, you're dad now. This is it.
We're working on Eli now, so he's gonna imprint a late to the mic. So it's gonna be fun. This is good.
Yeah, he was telling me he can do a lot of good. So
dude, I hope so. Yeah, I hope so. We'll find out. If not, we'll fire him, and it's fine.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Just drop the hammer.
I'm gonna let you do it. I won't.
Well, that's fine. That's fine. I'm good.
Can you fire Molly for us?
Oh, dude. No, because then she's still going to call me to cry about it. So you should just do it through a text, like the old-fashioned ways.
How do you think she'd respond if I text her right now? You're fired.
Oh my gosh, I don't know, but you should now.
Just say you have to watch the podcast to find out.
You're fired.
Yeah, just fire her on the podcast. Like, hey, this is all serious. Like, you really need to watch last night's episode, and then block her on everything.
I text her and I just said you're fired. This is gonna go well. This is good, guys. Oh my god. All right, so we all missed the Pomona Reptile Show. That makes me sad.
Somebody went.
What's that?
Somebody went.
Somebody went. So I guess that's fair, but we won't talk about that. Oh well, I lasted longer than I thought I would. That's well done, Molly.
That's what she said.
Yeah, that's what she said. Well done, guys. Next show is Schaumburg. None of us are going to that one either.
Nope.
Was the Pomona the huge one?
Yeah.
Okay.
So next Pomona though, January?
Yes, I am definitely going in January. I will do my best to get Andre to go, but for those who haven't noticed, Andre normally doesn't travel with me.
If it's to a good location. California's nice at January.
I've tried to get you to go. I tried to get you to go last time.
We enter snake shows in like the Maldives or something. Like let's
go
somewhere nice.
That's the guy who went to Japan like 3 months ago. Shut up. Can't deal with you.
Dude, I am so ready to go back. I still watch all the same Japanese YouTubers that I did like before going to Japan, and I'm like, I know all these. But like when I see all these places I was, and I was like, oh, I ate there. Like that's the best.
That's awesome.
I ate there,
and now I'm like, oh my god, I really miss it. Like I want to go back.
I mean, that's on the docket. I think next year as well. Hopefully, we can get out there. That'll be
dude. Once you go, you will just be bummed once you're back. Like just by the kindness level and the cleanliness level. Of that country. Yeah. The kindness is amazing. Like every stranger is just so kind.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I mean, I'm looking forward to it. I think that's definitely on the list of shows or visits to make. Snake related stuff.
Yeah. Some
And
amazing.
then, and then Pomona. I'm looking forward to that. Assuming they're doing the big 3 or 5 acre one again.
Yeah.
We'll do Pomona. Yeah. So
we've got Daytona coming up.
We do. I was about to say Daytona's next. Andre's bailing on us for that one.
What?
Yeah. I'm going to Family Beach Week.
Oh, that makes sense.
Chase, don't encourage him.
Why would you spend time with your family?
Yeah, exactly. You could spend time with your snake family, which is way better.
Man, Molly's gonna be so upset.
Andre, we just don't spend enough time together as is. I just think we need more time together.
Yeah.
Said no Andre ever.
It works out that we both don't go places at the same time because then there's usually somebody home to keep an eye on stuff. So
that's so understandable though. Like it's such a blessing. We've got the team we do. So Justin and I were able to go to Japan together because the rest of the year we're always like, okay, well I'm going to be gone this part of the month, and then he's gone, and then
you got to strategize.
We're always just every month we kind of have like a sit down of like, okay, who's doing what and what's going on.
Yeah. Right. That was one of the big things about us combining was just to have somebody around if I went somewhere, always like somebody that cares that there's peace of mind there,
Yeah, and isn't that nice too now that, I mean, that is such one of the blessings of having like just a team aspect like that where you can actually go and be on vacation and not have to worry about, they're not getting fed this week or no one's getting paired. And that pairing really needed to happen.
Yeah. It's pretty awesome.
It does help. Turns out my wife was not that person early on, unfortunately. I was hoping it didn't work out. So
she's definitely afraid of snakes.
horrified.
And Patrick has no like mercy for it at all. So it's pretty funny.
Of course. That's understandable.
It's just so frustrating, right? Because it's that thing that I can't understand because I've never been afraid of snakes, right? And so it's just like, why are you afraid? It doesn't make sense. And I mean, I know that's not very nice and I need to be a nicer person, but here we are.
Yeah.
So,
it's a work in progress, right?
Yeah. I don't know if she's gotten any better, has she, over the years?
Yeah, she's gotten like, if 0 is where she started and 100 is willingness to hold a snake, she's at a 3 now. So,
progress.
Progress.
There's been progress for sure. So, yeah. So we'll get Andre. Andre, we're gonna get you out to more shows this year. I can feel it.
I don't mind it.
Well, it's gonna be a fight, but I can feel it.
Yeah, if it's California, it's probably worth going to.
Yeah, California. The California show.
California in January. That sounds good.
You know? That's gonna be perfect.
So nice. Yeah, it was so nice. Pomona was a good time. I don't think we're going to be going to Colorado for any of the shows out there, but we'll see.
Yeah.
So,
I think the big hangouts are going to be just Daytona kind of boys weekend hanging out.
Yeah.
Tinley, Tinley.
We'll definitely
then Pomona in January.
Yeah.
What it's looking like.
I think that's going to be the biggest parts of it. So it'll be a good time. Yeah. Andre, what else do people need to know about you though? What do we need to know? What's it like working with Patrick McKnight, the visionary?
You're the visionary?
Yeah.
Oh, this is what I'm here for.
What's it like working with a visionary, Andre? What is that like? Yeah.
It sounds pretentious and exhausting.
Yeah, all the visionaries call themselves visionaries. Right?
Yeah.
If you have to call yourself a visionary, are you a visionary? I don't think so.
Somebody did say he was, and he got really excited.
It was hilarious.
That's what the ego needed.
Yeah.
I don't have enough ego as is, so it was good. It was good. Okay, fine. Maybe not a visionary. I don't know what a step down from a visionary is, but you know.
I actually already changed your name in my phone to Dr. McKnight Visionary. So
there you go.
All your titles are there.
Yeah, he has a PhD in Google Sheets for sure.
That's accurate. We're gonna change the name of the Tree of Trust podcast to the Visionarium. It's gonna be good. Yeah,
I hate that it works. It's the worst part.
That's the worst part about it. Yeah. How do you think Molly's going to handle that one? She already hated Tree of Trust, so Visionarium is going to be even worse.
I think she's going to be thrilled. Let her design some merch, and then I'm sure she'll be fine.
We did let her design some merch.
How'd that go?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Did you break her heart a couple times?
No.
Oh, I
got it yet. We got to make it first.
Yeah, well, I mean, like I did break her heart a couple times while she was designing it. Yeah.
Is it all pink?
There is one that is a lot of pink.
Yeah, there is one,
of course,
which is fine. One is fine.
Yeah.
Why is she the blonde girl from Clueless?
Dude, 100%, 100%.
She definitely designed it as a different generation. You know, we're like, what is that? And she's like, this is what people like. You're like, I don't know.
Was the shirt bussin'? Is that what it was?
Oh my god! Yes, the youths would say it was bussing. Oh my gosh! Yeah, there was a moment where I was like, so I don't like this, and she's like, I didn't think you would, and I was like,
I didn't think you would.
Like, it's for the younger generation. I was like, I'm not that old.
Wow.
She's like, you're not old, but like you're old. And I'm like, okay.
That's pretty bold to the guy that pays you.
Oh, she's not afraid to bite the hand that feeds. Let me tell you that right now. There is no fear with Molly. I don't know if that's good or bad, but there is no fear. Yeah. So, but that's all right. Let's see. Andre, when did you start breeding ball pythons? Let's just do
2016.
2016.
I got my first ball python in 4th grade.
Whoa. Was it a normal?
Yes.
Did it have ticks?
It did not have ticks. It was a baby. It was probably well caught, but who really knows?
But it was definitely sold to you as captive bred.
Yeah. So that was 94, I guess. So
94.
Wow.
It was Pretzel.
Pretzel?
It could have been a boy. Who knows? But I called it her.
You weren't popping it at the time?
No.
Oh, if I remember right, it also lived with another snake, correct?
Yes.
I think all
Potentially
ball
two.
pythons did back then. Yeah, I'm pretty sure all, like my neighbor, that was my first experience with ball pythons when I was in like elementary school. My next door neighbor, she was my age, but then her older brother was in high school and he had ball pythons. 2 normals. I remember them vividly in a tank.
Yeah.
And I got to hold one time and I was like, this is the most dangerous thing I've ever held. And then now I look back at that, I'm like, I thought a ball python was dangerous.
You're like,
and it was cool.
It was cool.
She was with the red-tailed boa.
Oh, nice.
A 4 foot by 4 foot by 1 foot, hand-built thing I made.
Yeah.
And they were perfect health. It worked out. Kind of just weird how you're like, needs to be in a freedom breeder rack exactly this temperature. It's like, well, they do pretty good in a huge cage with another snake.
Life will find a way.
Is that actually the secret? Did we just uncover it? You have to cohab all ball pythons with red tail boas. Yeah. Go forth, everyone. That's tonight's advice. Do that.
Do with that knowledge what you will. But
yeah.
I promise it will only work out well. It'll go good. That's amazing.
Yeah.
I wasn't allowed to have snakes when I was a child, so I had iguanas and tortoises.
Yeah, so. I picked up a rat snake outside when I was like 2, and then I was given an anole after that. So since then I had reptiles randomly.
Yeah.
See, I never got to have reptiles when I was young. Like my mom was not a fan.
No,
not at all. She just hated snakes, like hated all that. And then, but my dad was a biology major in college, and he loved all that stuff. So he was always like, anytime he found a snake in the yard, let me hold it after he got it chilled out and stuff. So it was really cool having it was odd having both sides of that. And then, I started buying ball pythons though. And my mom was like, this is ridiculous. I don't know what you're doing. And then she saw like, oh, hey, this is actually working. Like he's doing something with this.
Yeah.
Like he's making money. And she thought I was so dumb back in like 2010 when I spent like $450 on a pinstripe male. Well, and I'm like, that's going to be the breeder for the year. And I just thought I was making big moves,
Oh man, you were making big moves. What are you talking about?
At the time, it's not a bad snake, probably. Yeah.
No. At the time, I mean, it wasn't. Like lemon blasts were still like $1,000 back then.
Isn't that crazy?
Patrick had a spider.
Killer bee. Yeah. Killer bee.
I thought I was the coolest person ever when I hatched my first bumblebee. Even I was like, this is so amazing. Like it was just so bright at the time, and you're like, I'm reaching just new bounds.
See, Andre, those are the things you miss not being there very, very early on. You missed out on that.
I remember looking at Reptiles magazine like in middle school and seeing like a pied, that was super expensive, and I was like, crazy, pretty awesome.
Oh, big time. I always got so excited when Reptiles magazine came in the mail, and I was just like, yes, awesome. More like the addiction.
I assume it doesn't exist anymore, but it might.
I don't know. It might.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
All right. So if you didn't breed ball pythons with your favorite person in the world, what reptile would you breed?
Well, we know I'm not good at breeding lizards.
No one is, it turns out.
Yeah.
Except Herp Time.
Herp Time is great.
Dude, that man knows what's up.
Yeah.
Lizards are hard. Somehow.
Yeah. Andre and I have not had the best luck with lizards. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah.
All right. Aside from lizards and snakes, apparently.
Let's go with blood pythons. Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. I've really never interacted with blood pythons at all.
I like that a lot.
I miss them.
The one interaction I had was like a really, really big angry female that was at a show, and she tried to kill me. So
yeah,
makes sense.
Yeah, I mean,
especially at a show when they're like cold and they still want to kill you.
Yeah, that's when you know the thing was like angry, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah, I like super dwarf retics, but they're just too big,
See, I'm not a fan. They're just so like spicy all the time, and it's not my jam. I don't know.
Yeah, spicy all the time.
I'm not there for it. But I had a blood kind of as a pet with my ball pythons for the longest time, and I loved him. And then Justin actually had 2 like I think they're like ivories at the time for that morph in blood pythons. Sure. And we produced like a 40 egg clutch one year, and
oh wow,
yeah,
we sold all the babies and the parents and like, okay, we don't need these anymore in the facility.
Yeah.
But it was really cool. It was really cool to be able to see them and, put those pairs together and do that.
Yeah. Have you seen the pieds? They're really cool looking.
Yes, they're so cool.
They're cool. I like those.
Like every show, I still, when I'm walking around, I'm always like, do I need a pet?
Yes.
And then I'm just like, no, you don't need this.
No, but you know what's great is just have Abby tell Andre that
No.
I'll buy you a lizard or a blood python now.
It's fine. It's an auction. It's for charity, so I have to be happy about it.
Yeah, you did. You do. You do.
A donation.
It's a donation, and it's a donation on two fronts: one to you, Sark, and one to you.
Okay, well, that lizard's doing amazing, and he's getting massive, and
Good.
He's pretty chill with Abby.
With Abby,
with you.
what about you?
No.
So it's a monkey tail skink for everybody that doesn't know.
Yes.
I bought him at US Sark auction at Daytona.
And proceeded to give it to my wife immediately, which she loved them when she worked with them at Memphis Zoo, and then cried with happiness that Andre had gifted her one. And then, of course, I knew at that point, well, there's not stopping that. I'm not going to just block the
Like,
damn
no, you
tears of
cannot have
happiness.
this.
I love though. I still have the picture. I actually have a picture of when Andre's like, "Here you go, Abby," and Chase just has this look. It's so great. I'm like, yeah, this is what we needed. It makes
Abby
me
loves
smile.
animals, and Chase does not want any more pets.
I'm good with the cats. There's just one right here just bugging the crap out of me.
Yeah, well,
I like cats.
animals love you. Do they?
I know. No, I love the cats. It actually started out as a joke because like the black cat's Abby's favorite, and he would always snuggle her. And then like last year, I was like, I'm gonna do this as a joke, and like keep getting him more and more close to me. And then now he just doesn't leave me.
Oh no!
And Abby's always kind of mad about it. Like she's always jealous. And it started out as a joke, and I'm like, I love this animal so much.
I like cats a lot. Yeah,
that's amazing. I love.
What would
that.
you breed, Patrick? That besides
Tortoises.
You would breed tortoises?
Yeah. Like are we talking like
if you're in Virginia?
Yeah. So here's the question: are we talking like money removed and like just like you're breeding it because you like the species, or financially?
I don't know. You're asking a question.
Fair enough. So financially, definitely not tortoises.
For tortoise grunt noises.
Yeah,
they're pretty loud.
So
you like go in his backyard and they're grunting away.
Hog noses probably. Does that count? Or are we saying no snakes? I don't know. Hog noses. I'd like to try monitors. I know we haven't had the best luck, but I really would like to breed some.
Yeah, they're cool.
I think it would be really cool. But if money wasn't an issue, it would be tortoises for sure. I like them a lot.
Morphs or just go with to breed them.
Yeah, there's not a ton of morphs with like a lot.
There's ivory and albino sulcatas.
Yeah,
right?
for sulcatas. So if we were doing redfoots, like so redfoots have albinos, I would spend the money and do albino redfoots.
Yeah.
They're really cool, and I think those will be great pets once they get down to that part of the market anyway.
Not $20,000.
Yeah.
Only 20K, and then 20K, and then you got to wait like 10 years to get money out of them.
Yeah.
So solid business model.
Probably that. Maybe Pac-Man frogs. There's money there too.
I do love Pac-Man frogs.
Yeah, Pac-Man frogs are pretty awesome. There's good money there too. But that's all wholesale basically. So you've got to really be emotionally prepared to just move volume, which is exhausting.
Yeah.
A lot.
Yeah.
So yeah, tortoises, Pac-Man frogs. I don't know, weird stuff. I always liked them.
Yeah,
I like them a lot.
Oh, I always get them mixed up with another type. What are the big dinosaur looking? Is it a crocodile monitor with like the red head and like the greenish body that you always see at like zoos? They're amazing looking. Gosh,
no.
I can never think of them. But
the Cayman.
Yeah, like the Cayman lizards. Yeah.
The Cayman, whatever. Hold on.
So amazing.
Is it Cayman Island lizard? Is that what it is?
I think it's Cayman lizard.
Yeah, I think it's just Cayman lizard.
Cayman lizard?
Yeah.
It is. Look at that. The Cayman blue. Nope, that's a blue iguana.
Crocodile monitors are really big and scary.
They are. They like to eat people.
Yeah.
Not really, but seriously.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like big monitors. I feel like just so difficult to work with, and making sure you got to have so much space for their environment and making sure they can thrive. I think that's why ball pythons are just so amazing, where you can scale in such a small environment and do so well financially.
Yeah, in a cage I had my monitors in, I think I could put 2 freedom breeder like racks in there.
Wow.
Just like, they take up so much space.
Right. Chase, how is y'all's Black Dragon doing?
Oh, Blue, she's doing amazing. She's really chill, really calm. Like you can open up the glass and she has your attention right away, and you kind of just put your hand out and she'll come out onto it. She's staying super, super tame, and she's about half an arm's length already. I say already, like we're not power feeding to make her huge, but
Yeah.
she's just growing at a really good rate, and
Nice.
she has great personality. So hoping we can just continue to work with her as much as we do. And Chaz is the guy that cleans the special projects room and works with all the animals there, like in detail. And he does such a good job with all of them, just
Nice.
from the green trees to the bolins to the dragon. I mean, he does a great job.
Yeah. Are any of the green trees big enough to breed?
They're getting close.
Okay.
They're growing really well. They look amazing. We have space for more. I'm sure we'll get more here in the near future. But yeah, I mean, they're cool. They're cool to look at. Yeah. I mean, essentially just an arboreal pet rock, because they don't you don't see them moving a lot.
It's a ball python on a stick.
Yeah, pretty much a ball python
on a stick. Yeah, Justin seemed very smitten by them.
Yeah, I think it's just kind of a different color palette than we get what we get with ball pythons, and it's kind of nice to like branch out and enjoy snakes with that once in a while. I mean, even hognose have that color palette that ball pythons can't touch yet.
Yeah,
for sure. Yeah. I hognoses are a lot of fun. They can be spicy though. They're just tiny.
Yeah,
they're very spicy.
Yeah, when you're used to a ball python, you just don't know what they're gonna do.
I think everything's a little spicy when we're just used to ball pythons.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa, that leopard gecko almost got me.
Whoa there. As it's like, rawr. Just like that. The hogs are fun. Like you'll be feeding me open the tub and they're like all but leaping out at you. In reality, like their head just comes above the tub, but it seems like they're leaping out at you. So it's an adventure to say the least. So Andre, what are the big plans for 4th of July? What are you doing?
I do not have any plans. Probably pairing males with females.
So you're coming into work on the 4th,
yes.
Huh? Okay.
Well, we know who's the dedicated person. Patrick, what are you doing?
Patrick's like, I'm going to go to the beach for the day.
I'm definitely not going to the beach, but I don't know. I think we're going over to somebody's house. I don't know. Like I wasn't planning on.
When I was in Northern Virginia, I would like to go see like the fireworks in DC, but it's not worth the drive and have 2 small kids when loud fireworks are going on. So
that makes sense.
Probably just relax and hang out.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it apparently works. So make me feel bad. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, it's fine. Everybody, if you want to buy a snake from Chimera, please make sure to message Andre on the 4th because apparently he's doing nothing. So, good.
And everything's 4% off for the 4th. Yay!
Oh, y'all are doing that sale too, Chase?
Use discount code Canova for Chimera.
But seriously, we will give you 4% off.
If you just email Canova underneath your inquiry on Morph Market.
We need a screenshot of you sending a harassing email to Chase at Canova or Summer at Canova, and we'll give you 4% off. Let's do that. It'll be good.
Oh, she's going to love that. You know, it's her birthday today, so happy birthday, Summer.
Yeah, happy birthday, Summer. 2 days from now. So I don't know.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. I don't know if y'all realized how many people's birthday was like today. Like my Facebook lit up with like Tom Harbin and 5 other people that I can't remember off the top of my head. And then like
that's an exciting fact you have there. One person, maybe more, had a birthday today.
At least 2 he knows. It's Summer, Tom.
Maybe a couple more.
I'm looking right now, and there were 5 other people. Okay, I feel so.
Who he doesn't know in real life. They just
Tom. He knows Tom.
I know Tom. I know Summer. Wesley, Levance's lady friend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Today or on 4th of July?
Today, July 2nd. Tom Harbin Reptiles and Tom Harbin both, oddly enough, have birthdays on the same day.
Birthday.
Wonder what that's about. Emma Fuller, I went to school with her. It's today. Roger Dawson, old youth leader. Yeah, also today. And then Dan Kristen. His was yesterday, but close enough. So you know what? Yeah.
Well, I'm glad everyone knows your Facebook friends' birthdays today.
You're welcome, guys. I'm just saying there were a bunch today. I was surprised.
Yeah, did you know that, Andre? Out of like 4,000 friends on Facebook, 5 of them have birthdays on one day.
That's almost
you know what?
math.
You know what? Y'all are thieves of joy, and this is why I have to be the happy one, because these two negative Nancys over here, goodness gracious! I'll come in to the reptile building. I'll be so excited about something, like, oh, good news, or like, hey, really excited, just came in.
Negative and annoying.
And then Andre comes in, and he's like, "What is it?" And I'll open it up. He's like, "Oh, so like not exciting news, just like news." I'm like, "I hate you so much." Why?
Well, while I'm feeding snakes and you have Snakes of Fat Man stickers, it's not the most exciting thing.
That's exciting. What would it? What?
Oh, we talked about it. You know how Sticker Mule sends you hot sauce all the time?
Yeah.
How many people just throw that away? It has to be almost everybody, right?
I actually tried it once.
That's what Patrick said.
Yeah, it's not bad.
No, it's not bad. I was surprised. Yeah.
But also no person actually goes through a whole bottle of hot sauce more than like once every 3 years. So
yeah.
Especially Sticker Mule hot sauce.
Justin and I always give them to someone in the facility. We're just like, hey, you want to take this home? Like,
you want some free hot sauce?
Yeah,
wow.
take it.
Wow, Chase in his ivory tower talking down to all the pores. Would you like some of my cast-off hot sauce? We paid good money for this hot sauce. It's yours. Didn't it come free with a sticker order? Those stickers were more than your salary.
This is about 1,000 stickers right here, buddy. You enjoy this.
1,000. This hot sauce is worth 1,000 Canova stickers, which is about the same rate as a Stanley nickel. So, good stuff. See, guys, I just feel like y'all are overly negative. That's all. Maybe I just always have to be the source of joy. That's all.
Is that what it is?
Most days. Andre's like, there's days when Patrick is not the source of joy. And
if he has to wake up before 9 a.m., he is not the source of joy. It's generally the key to his happiness.
If he's not in bed by at least 3 a.m., he is grumpy the next day.
Yeah.
I don't get my 5 hours of sleep, guys. I am insufferable. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I guess that's fair, Andre. I think there is not really an in-between. I'm either in a good mood or like an absolute shit mood.
Yeah.
Like I choose violence when I wake up, and it's a problem. That's fair. I try not to do that most days. I try.
Ultrasounding day, he's generally not in a good mood.
Oh.
Do you generally ultrasound do you, Justin, do it together? Chase, or how do you do it?
Typically, it's just one of us. I mean, if we have the time and we're both there together, we'll walk through the girls and do it together. But a lot of the times, either he'll just go through and do it, and then we'll go back through together and just like talk about the results of the room, or I'll do it, vice versa.
Yeah.
Do y'all do the whole collection, or
like once a month? We try to go through and just do like a big heavy ultrasound through like almost everything should have some growth, if they've been eating hard, because we're keeping track of all the meals, and they're getting paired. We'll just pretty much ultrasound everything through there, and that takes a few hours. But every week we still have the ultrasound with us, just for like those random girls you're going to put a pairing on, and you're just like, I'm going to see if there's anything going on here before I waste this male's energy.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, for the most part, once a month we do a big one.
Yeah, that's what we do.
That's where we're at.
Yeah.
So it's just, I don't know. It gets monotonous. I think that's the part with it. Is it's like when you only have like 100 snakes, it's fun. After 100 snakes, it gets a little monotonous. That's all.
Well, it's only up from here, buddy.
I'm painfully aware. I know.
It's kind of fun, actually. Like the more you have, because then you really get to start deep diving, and like you get to start getting a great idea of what the numbers look like for the next couple months out. If you're like, oh, we have this many, because I'll keep track, because I like the numbers. Like, oh, we've got like 30 girls at 2.0 right now.
Oh, we definitely track it pretty intensely, which is nice. Like, you're right. Like, you get to know kind of what's going on, and you get the ebb and flow and the vibe. It's more just the time. It's just a little monotonous in the moment. Like, looking over the data and stuff is great. I enjoy that part.
It's fun to see if there were like 10 in there and they're at 25 or something.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it gets real exciting.
Yeah.
Then you have those moments where you're like, oh, she was at 25 last month and now she's at 3. Cool.
Yeah.
So But I mean, also to be fair, that also was an answer in itself. Like at least
Yeah, that's the thing. That's
you
kind of the
can
blessing
move
of the ultrasound machine, right? Like we can just decide, like, oh, you know what, she's not going to do anything this year, so we're not wasting that male's energy, and we can focus
visually. You
elsewhere.
can't really tell sometimes. It's like they're still crushing food, maybe, or not. It's hard to tell.
Or I always start getting heartbroken if I see them at like 2.0 or 2.5, and then they just eat randomly, because I'll still offer a meal until I see like 2 or 3 refusals written down, and then I'm like, okay, she's good. But then if she looks super hungry for whatever reason, I'm like, I'm gonna try and feed her tomorrow, and then I just kind of hold a rat over there and she smashes it. I'm like, crap, I need to ultrasound her.
So are y'all tracking every meal now?
For girls that are, once they start breeding, I'll track meals, because I want to see after that first pairing if all of a sudden they just start smashing super hard and they don't miss.
Yeah.
And then after they lay, we'll wash the girls, wash the tub, and then I'll put a piece of tape on it, and then just track on the tub all the meals, how well it eats after it's laid.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the cool data is we know that like once they've laid, if they get like 16 to 20 meals in after they've laid, they're set. By that time, they're good to go for another season, and 90% chance they're going to produce. 95% chance.
Y'all are, I mean, that's a pretty good amount of tracking though. Like
it's a lot. We don't do it on the sub-adult side, but literally like the adult side, as soon as those girls start breeding, or they start, after they lay.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
That's a good amount of effort. It's a good amount of effort.
But yeah, it's nice to see the data. And then, like as soon as you see a girl that she's starting to miss meals for whatever reason, you can try and go into correction mode, whether you need to move a tub size, do extra full cleans, or whatever it takes, just to maximize those numbers.
Yeah.
The
more they eat, the more likely they're going to produce.
Yep. Yeah, because if they're not getting meals, they're not fixing anything internally to grow.
Yeah.
Turns out. Yeah. Why can't they just be like colubrids, where they just go every year? Wouldn't that be convenient?
And you can double clutch them.
Yeah,
and double.
Just start double clutching Pompeys and combo DG clowns.
Oh my god. Yeah, that might actually tank the market.
Yeah.
I don't think you can tank the market currently, but that would tank the market.
I wouldn't want that many eggs. That volume. Could you imagine the volume with double clutching ball pythons?
I mean, would you just have half as many?
I mean, on scale though. Like,
yeah, but I think that's the thing. Like, if
you could have your overhead cut down by a bit.
Yeah, because like
a smaller facility and all that.
Like if Andre and I could do 400 clutches on 400 females essentially, right? Like, that would be great. Instead of having to have 800 females, that would be fantastic.
Oh, yeah.
So, but no, I wouldn't want to have my current volume and then have them double clutching on top of that.
I'm really happy. Like, we're in a sweet spot this year with like 250, 260. And
total?
It's a really, yeah. I mean, that's the goal. That's what it's looking like. What we'll end up with by the end of the year. And by the end of the year, I mean like October 30th, because anything that lays November, December that's going to hatch in January or February, it's counted as 2025.
Sure. Yeah.
So are y'all breeding year round then now at this point?
Oh, we've bred year round for years now.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's just, I mean, that's the nice thing too with like tracking those dates after they lay, because they're going to lay pretty much around that same time every year, as long as you can as long as they do everything right, they get those meals.
Yeah, it helps.
It is surprising how consistent they are.
It's kind of amazing.
They're on their cycle, right? It's pretty crazy. It's cool though.
So for you guys, you're starting to possibly get some property and break ground here in the future.
End of the month.
End of the month. That's huge.
Yeah.
That's huge.
Yeah.
I'm assuming you're both living closer now than instead of that hour and a half drive for when you first met and got all sparkly eyes.
He's 20-ish minutes from me now.
Nice.
And
that's
then
great.
that place will be pretty close to both of us. So
the new place is about 30 minutes from my house and probably 20-ish from your place, maybe.
Yeah.
Give or take.
Nice.
So rural, like a agriculture zone. So we're
that's perfect.
That's what we want.
It's gonna be good. It's gonna be really good.
Yeah.
Are you guys excited to house everything under one roof? And
it'd be nice.
Less
driving, less going back and forth, and be more
having
efficient
the two facilities. I mean, it's been a blessing being able to do that, but I'm very comfortable speaking for both of us saying we're over it.
Yeah.
So
yeah, it's good for biosecurity and that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, like having to drive, to one place, and then I kind of planned out my week going to like one location only, but some days go to both, so you're driving back and forth.
That's a lot.
All day. So,
yeah,
that sounds exhausting.
yeah.
Well, that's gonna be awesome. That's gonna be awesome. You guys are gonna be able to do that and have everything under one roof. It's gonna be
sweet.
No,
it's gonna make life a lot easier.
Yeah,
it's gonna be spectacular.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna change our name from Chimera to Canova with a CH. It's gonna be good.
That makes sense. I like it.
No, I figured why not? Why not?
Yeah, can the CH be green, kind of like how the chive was back in the day?
Yes. Let's do it. Yeah, so we'll get everything. Hopefully we close on July 26th, 27th, and then we'll move everything in first week of August probably. And
that's awesome.
Yeah, and just get rolling. That's assuming, nothing goes horribly wrong, but we went through the property yesterday and looked over and kind of made plans for where we're going, what we're doing.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. It gives us room to grow for basically ever.
Land. Oh, that's fantastic.
Not a massive amount of land, but just enough. And
yeah, it's more than enough land for like the facility for the foreseeable future. And I mean, it's almost 3 acres, which is putting up multiple buildings and everything else. So
absolutely,
we'll be fine.
So are you guys going to eventually do something kind of like what we do? Do you want to have rodent facility and the snake facility all in one, or
at a certain point, it's like going to be hard to not breed rats?
Yeah,
we have a good rat breeder now, but yeah, I'm sure 5 years from now, buying 2,000 rat pups a week or whatever you want to, 1,000, 2,000 rat pups, that adds up,
Yeah, that's serious overhead.
Yeah, the rat bill already is unruly. And we get them at a good price from a guy that like consistently is able to produce. But I think there comes a certain size where you kind of have to on some level.
Yeah. Now it's just too much going on. At a certain point, it's just financially does not make sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
To not bring.
That's why Greg is such a blessing for us. Like someone who's so detail oriented in the rat room and communicates super well, and he puts so much just energy into it that he's like emotionally invested in making sure that room does the best it can. And
just like you with the snakes.
Yeah, that's kind of like the magic of what we've got at Canova, where we all are so invested in making like it's ours. Like we made it personal, and that's kind of the sweet spot.
Yeah, if you don't keep track of the rats, they're going to get old and just stop producing, and then you can't feed your snakes.
And it turns out if you don't feed them, they don't breed. I think that's the problem. But yeah, we'll get there. I think it's a necessity, and like Andre was saying, like it's going to take time, and then it's a big investment too, right? To have the facility.
Oh my gosh,
facility, and so if you're not doing it on scale and the savings doesn't make sense, then the cost of the facility doesn't make sense, and so
and an cost of employee too. So it all adds up.
And that's why we fired Molly at the beginning of the show. So
I think she thinks I was joking.
Molly, if you want to come breed rats, you can.
Oh my gosh, that's the only alternative.
Yeah, Molly, the only way you can stick around. Hold on, I'll text her. The only way you can stick around is if you breed rats. It's good. We do need to figure out how to get Molly to move to Virginia, though. That is the.
Good luck with that.
Yeah, you don't think it'll happen?
Dude, I can't even get her to come down to Georgia to hang out.
Well, yeah, but we're going to pay her. There's a difference.
Do you know how often I buy her breakfast?
More than we do.
She has a full-time job and works at Chimera, and I still get morning texts going, can I get Chick-fil-A? Because my cards are all tied to her Starbucks and her Chick-fil-A app, and she knows.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
It's nice. She's worked her butt off. She honestly, she was the most focused out of all of us when it came to hitting the books immediately in school. So
okay.
I always got to, be the big brother and be like, yeah, you did awesome.
You deserve it.
Yeah, and you work hard all the time. So yeah,
she's pretty awesome. Yeah,
Look at that.
I'm very blessed with my siblings. Both my siblings are very creative and they're very successful. I'm very proud of them.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sweet of you, Chase. That's so sweet.
And my sister just loves you guys. So
I love my siblings too.
Patrick, why does it feel like Al Qaeda was on the other side of the camera? Like, if you don't say this,
I love them too.
Patrick's mom would be like, "You better tell him you love them."
Chase just said all this nice stuff.
I was getting ready to say that. Like, Patrick's mom out there. Oh, Chase says nice things about his siblings. Yeah, like, you can't do anything.
Exactly. I love it. It's good. I've tried multiple times to try and get Molly to come on this episode, and here, I'm going to do it again. Sent you a link to the. Good. It's not a proper Chimera takeover if everybody's not here, right? Isn't that how that works? Maybe.
Yeah. Is this the Chimera tea party we're having for 4th of July?
Yeah, by the way, your shirt. You're not showing. Oh, Andre's drinking tea. Even.
You know what happened today? I had tea in this cup, different cup.
Okay.
In the car, driving with rats behind me. Rat bedding went in my cup.
Oh,
I drank
no.
it when I spit it out, obviously. But there's a big chunk of wood in my thing. It's like,
that is
so bad.
On the levels. Oh, look, Molly came in. Don't worry, you're not on the show, Molly.
She's our one live guest.
I'm sure she's
all right.
thrilled.
On that note, Andre, is there anything else that you want to share with the world?
Check out our snakes on Instagram and maybe TikTok, other places.
I want to know, hey, Andre, where can people find you?
You're Patrick. Talk to Patrick.
Talk to Patrick.
Oh my God. Chase, where can people find you?
JKRMGR on Instagram, Canova everywhere else.
I love it.
It's
guys, I'm Patrick. Chimera Reptiles at YouTube and Instagram and TikTok. If we don't get to 500 subscribers by July 5th, I'm actually firing Molly because she hasn't done her job. So, everybody, go like and subscribe Chimera Reptile on YouTube. And then if you haven't already, like and subscribe here. We'll see y'all next week with a guest that will be a surprise for everyone. So, on that note, we love y'all. Andre, thanks for coming and hanging out for a bit.
Thanks, man.
And we'll talk to y'all later.
See you.